Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Volunteers offense making their way on the field to open this game. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Volunteers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Makes a quick catch. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up second and manageable here for this offense.
And the Volunteers are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Catch made on the left side. Stopped after the catch at the 9, but it's 1st and goal now.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Volunteers come to the line with 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Receiver in motion now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Wolverines offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. And the defense come up with a stop this time. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. On the ground, it's Sampson. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Ayamaleva. Caught with the back behind the line of scrimmage. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down here for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Using his legs, it's Selden. Tackle, but first down.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
The Vols pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end.
Complete.
It's going to be second down now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
Third down for the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Brazel. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Caught in the backfield. It's Brazel. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up first and goal.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Vols looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Morris. Timeout is called a duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Grab made by the tight end. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
He's got it for a big game. Touchdown, Michigan. Strong game by this quarterback.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Gets rid of it on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Grab behind the line. It's Sampson. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. They recover their own fumble, but it is a big loss. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Volunteers will line up to kick it away. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure it and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. Will hand it off. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the ball. They had to punt the football in their last possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quick throw. The catch is made. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. It's a shotgun run call. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Back to pass. It's Ayamaleva bringing pressure. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off that deep range.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Edwards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down after that short completion. Back to throw. It's Warren. He's running out of time here. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another 3rd down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
The pocket breaking down. Able to get the pass away, but with the return, it's Sampson. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Selden. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. The As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. That wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Penalty makes it first and long. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Using his legs, it's Sampson. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. And the Volunteers will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. But they begin to click now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to pass. It's Warren. The ball caroms into the receiver's hands. Moves the ball out across the 30. And that's good for a first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Bell.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And the Wolverines lining up here on first and 10. They attack the deep middle of this defense, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the mid.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Here comes the bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Ayamaleva. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll work the clock here with their running game. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 2nd down here. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back, it's Ayamaleva. It's the running back in the flat. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now